Hi everybody, welcome back to the Claremont Classic Garage. Today we've got a few odd jobs to do. That's nothing new around here. And maybe a little bit of show and tell. Let's get at it. One thing for sure, we were out the other day and finally after a couple of years I was able to scarf down a Big Mac. I really like them, but I can't eat them all the time like I used to. And on top of that, I only buy them when we get coupons, and we finally got some McD's coupons in the mail. So while we were out, we stopped in for a couple of Big Mac meals. Yum, yum. So the reason we were out, we were getting 4 new tires, winter tires, for the old Dodge Caliber. These here are, we got them at Canadian Tire. They were on sale for $67 each. I'm not generally a fan of directional tires. To tell the truth, I actually hate them, because I like to do a forward cross when I rotate my tires. But obviously I'm not going to be doing it with these. But it's really hard to find symmetrical winter tires anymore. And these were such a good deal. You know what? Combined with how little I actually drive the car now, we'll see how they last. Anyway, they're Dynamo Winter DW, whatever that means. Anyway, it'll be good enough for this little car. And the best part of this whole thing, we knew this day was coming when we were going to have to get a new set of winter tires for this car. So we saved and saved and saved and saved our Canadian Tire points or money, whatever you want to call it. And this set of 4 tires, absolutely free. That was beautiful. I just handed her my card and said, "Ma'am, I'll use my points for this." I like that. She was pretty impressed too. Then, when we were on our way home, somebody had put all this scrap metal at the end of their driveway, including this here framing nailer, which I'm very curious to see if it works. It's a Campbell Hausfield. I saw the blue and thought it was just a Power Fist one from Princess Auto, but it's a Campbell. So the point being with that is if it doesn't work, there's a half a chance I may be able to get the parts I need to fix it. So that's going to go in on the bench, and we'll see what we can do with it. Next thing we have to deal with is this here tire on the truck. It's making the low air light come on about every 2 weeks. It's got a very, very slow leak in it somewhere. So I guess what I'm going to do now is just jack it up and turn it and see if I could see anything stuck in it. That would be the easiest place to start. In order to be able to turn the back wheel, we have to get something into neutral. So the problem with these trucks with the 8-speed is if you have the thing in neutral and open the door, it automatically goes into park. So what we have to do is put the transfer case into neutral. It's easy if you've got one with the, with the old school shifter on the floor. But with these ones, what you have to do is put the transmission in neutral and then push the neutral button. You got to push it with a pen. I'm not sure if you can push it in far enough with the end of your finger. I'll push it with a pen. Anyway, now we can put the thing to park and shut it off. And the transfer case should be in neutral. We should be able to spin the back wheel now. Well, there you have it right there. We've picked up a nail in our tire. Isn't that just nice? So luckily it's in the tread, so we'll be able to put a plug in that. So I'll get my kit, we'll get this thing out of here and get a plug in it. Well, it turns out it was actually a sheet metal screw. But anyway, we can fix it. We got it pulled out. So now you get this spiral thing in there, and that just kind of cleans out the hole, right? And you leave that in there so you don't lose track of where it is. Then we get a plug. Hang on, let me get it opened up. La-da-dee-da. Oh, these are the good ones. Really sticky. So we get our plug here out of the package, and you feed it through this thing. Just like a giant needle. So when you've got it pushed in that far, you just pull the handle out and it spreads and leaves the plug behind. Then you get a sharp knife and we'll trim that off. You can see our completed repair here. Looks good, and this tire is perfectly good to use now. If the puncture would have been from like here out at the edge of the tread up around into the sidewall, I would not have been able to fix that, and this tire would be junk. So what I would have done in that case, lucky for me, because these tires are about 300 bucks a piece. This truck was optioned with a full-size spare. So even though it's on a black steel wheel, it's the same 20-inch tire that's on the rest of the wheels. So I would have just gotten this tire taken off of here and put onto that driving rim, and I would have just bought a used tire somewhere to put back on as the spare. But we didn't have to do that. We're all good. So the last thing I got to do is make sure the air pressure is back up to where it should be, because it's been sitting here leaking. And, oh, you know what else we're going to do is we're going to check it. Here's our leak detector stuff. You can buy this anywhere. Whoops. I get it at Home Depot. It's for gas lines, but it works good on tires too. See? Nothing. No bubbles. Leak is stopped. Perfect. Well, that's a wrap on that job. We'll just top up the air and call her done. Next up, we're going to try and fix this tape measure. If it's fixable, I'm not sure. It's stuck. It won't come out. It won't go in. But I can see there's screws holding it together, so all we can do is take the screws out. I mean, the thing's already euchred. We can't euchre it anymore trying to fix it. So it looks to me like you can see a broken piece of plastic there. So I'd say this thing is probably euchred. Yeah. So what this is here, this would have been a pin with a slit in it to hold the one end of the spring, the wind-up spring, and you can see, well, it's busted. So unfortunately, there is not much we can do about this. She's a garbage. Now, something you can do when you get a thing like this is it's not garbage. You can take it and you can attach it to the edge of a workbench. So when you're working, you can go, oh, how long is this thing? You can just hold it against there. You can also, what I've done with one of these before is I got a 16-foot long piece of 1x1 and I attached this to that. And if you're, somewhere like out in the barn, hey, how high is it up to that? You can hold the thing up and you get a good idea. Or how deep is that? But I already have one, so I'll keep this part. But this stuff can go in the garbage. It's junk. And I'll see if I've got a little bench somewhere I can attach this to. Maybe in the machine shop. We'll see. Well, let's find out if this thing works, eh? Got my safety glasses on. There is a few nails in it. So you push that down to set it and... There's nails in it, but none of them come out. Oh, there, one came out. Look at that. Jeez. Yep. So there you go. We just punched 3 nails out of this thing. It actually works. I got a working freaking framing nailer out of somebody's garbage. I love this world. Well, this is a lot of excitement for our little road. They're making movies. That's pretty cool. Don't know who's in the car, but maybe our house here will be a movie star. Last thing we got to do is fix this little tire on our flea market wagon here. It keeps going flat, and when I blow it up, it goes flat pretty much as soon as I blow it up. So we'll have a look at it. I don't even have to take the wheel off because it's got this bolt together rim, so we'll just take out these 4 bolts and see what's happening in there. So I got the tube out, and I don't know if you can see it on here, but there's a little crack right there in the seam, and that's where she's leaking. More quality stuff. Unreal. Man, in the old days you'd get inner tube and it would last you 50 years. Now, you can't get 1 year out of anything. Just terrible. Well, we'll put a patch on it. There we go, good as new until the next time it cracks somewhere else. And I've bought new ones. I've replaced these tubes before, though the replacement ones aren't much better than the original ones. Anyway, we'll get her all together and see what happens. Alright, good like new, we can put our old flea market wagon back to work. Anyway, I guess that'll do it for this batch of odd jobs and show and tell. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. The work never ends around here. And we'll catch you next time on the Claremont Classic Garage. So long for now.